Hi everyone, Ian Foxley here. Welcome to day number 125 of my video comparison between the GAW miners Hashlets and the Genesis mining contracts. Yes, I am back. There has been quite a gap between my last video, which I think was way back in December, so about a month ago I believe. So I'm missed out on lots of things. Lots of things have been happening since my last video. Payouts have definitely changed. Maybe not so much for the Hashlets, of course. The Scrypt Hashlets were paying me 1 satoshi, so perhaps things haven't really changed there. But with Genesis mining and GAW miners and the Genesis Hashlets, for example, a lot of things have changed. Mainly that is because of the price of Bitcoin in the last week. Bitcoin was hovering around about a week ago, about $280 and then within a day it had gone down to around $170. And that did affect the payouts by quite a lot, because a lot of the companies like Genesis Mine and GAW miners, they pay you a fee every day, which gets taken out of your payouts, and that fee is in US dollar. So if Bitcoin drops down, then obviously more of your fee gets taken out of your payout. So some of the other companies, for example, Zeus Hash, they stopped Scrypt mining in December because of low payouts, because of their maintenance fees were quite high compared to Genesis mining. And also, for example, now Zeus Hash have announced, for example, that they're going to stop BTC mining because they feel that the maintenance fees are causing an effect, which kind of confuses me a little bit, because you know, I'm seeing my payouts and they're quite a way away from being affected by the maintenance fees. That's the SHA 256 contracts I'm talking about. Scrypt, yes, Scrypt is getting quite low to that level where basically you start to worry. So anyway, so let's have a look at the payouts that I got with Genesis mining on day 125. So one thing that has changed since my last video, as well as the fact that Genesis mining have changed the interface a little bit. Originally this used to be called the transactions page, and now they've called it the payouts page. And also there's just a few little tweaks with the graphics and things like that. So anyway, let's have a look at the payouts for mining day 16th of January 2015. Now the net payout there, so it shows you 0. Just for those of you who might not have seen my previous videos, if you're seeing a payout like this on your Genesis mining page, it does not mean you didn't get anything. What you need to do is you need to hover your mouse over that little eye there, and a box will appear and it will tell you all about what the payouts were. So for example, in this case, it's the amount is to be paid is too small. So that's obviously too small to transfer to your wallet. So anyway, as you can see, my payout today for my 1 mega hash contract with Genesis mining was 2 satoshi. Wow, it's really got to the point now when, you know, where things are looking to the point where you're getting 2 satoshi. But bear in mind, those of you who've watched in the past, this is still twice as much as what I'm getting with GAW miners and their hashlets, because I just get 1 satoshi. Will I just get 1 satoshi with my Genesis with my hashlets today? We'll have to wait and see. Over on the 10 gigahash SHA 256 contract, though, we are getting a payout of 5,958. So my last video, I think it was about 9,000 and something. So basically, payouts since my last video have gone down by half. If you look at the payout for the last couple of days, though, you can see 6,194 here and 6,408. And then, yeah, there you go. So as you can see, payouts have changed. But yeah, just in case some of you didn't realize this, if you get a 0 payout on Genesis mining, just use that little info icon there and it will tell you what the payout is. For example, yesterday's payout, well, payout for 15th for the first mining day was just 1 satoshi. So in fact, my payout has doubled in a day, even though it's still a very minimal amount, but it's still doubled. You know, it does sound quite impressive if you just say to someone, my payout has doubled with Genesis mining compared to yesterday. Wow, that's amazing. What did you get? I got 2 satoshis. Yep. So let's go and have a look to see what's going on. Hang on, before I do all that, I'll just do the usual thing with my wallet. God, I haven't done this for such a long time. I've forgotten my routine. Right then, so here we go. So Bitstamp selling bitcoins at $215. As you know, some of you might have realised about a week or 2 weeks ago, Bitstamp had a little bit of a crisis as well with missing bitcoins and bitcoins that had disappeared, and so for a while this wasn't even showing up because Bitstamp had to close down for a few days while they sorted themselves out. So yeah, these payouts here, these naught payouts. Oh, where's my wallet gone? Come back. So these 0.00 payouts, they won't show on my wallet because they don't send them there. They're storing them for me. So basically that's what they do. They're just building them all up for me. But anyway, so let's go and have a look on the Zen portal now and see what's going on over there. Right then, so anyway, let's have a look. The page is very slow to load up, as I can see. So basically there's still the same old Hashlets here. You can't buy any of these Hashlets directly from the store now. If you try and buy a Hashlet, it will just tell you, for example, here, just view it on the hash market. So basically it tells you at the moment, people are selling Zen Hashlets for $2 on the hash market. That's how bad things have got for Scrypt now. People are trying to sell off their Hashlets for very low prices. $2 for Zen Hashlet, Waffle Hashlets. The lowest price at the moment for Waffle Hashlet is $2.08. So in fact, you could buy a Zen Hashlet cheaper than a Waffle Hashlet right now. Of course, that might change in a few minutes. The Clever Hashlet, $10.95 normally, available for $2.10 on the hash market. So that Zen Hashlet was very cheap. The Multi Hashlet, $6.95. Let's see what they're going for. Let's see right now. God, this website's very slow. Must be taking a batter in somewhere. Come on. Yep, typical. Just when I do my video, everything starts to play up. About right. Let's do it the other way. Oh, hang on. There we go. It's come up about an hour later. Oh, Multi Hashlet. You can buy them for $1.34. So that means you could buy 100 mega hash for about $134. And then you could look forward to your 100 satoshi a day payouts. Or you could kind of buy these and just hope that when the next staking round comes out in a few months, that basically Josh might say, well, all of you that have got these Hashlets will allow you to upgrade them to stakers again. So that would be 100 coin staker there for you. I mean, it's a risk, it's a gamble, but some of you might be willing to do that, and so it's quite interesting what might happen. So anyway, enough of all the talking. Let's have a look at the rates page. We haven't looked at the rates page for a while. As you can see, GAW miners are still doing that 0.08 days, the 0.08 cents per day fee, which is just completely ridiculous. I mean, Genesis mining's fee for Scrypt was 0.045. They'd lowered it down to, so that was like 4.5 cents a day per mega hash. The newest contracts, which they had November, which they had for about a week or so, a couple of weeks, those contracts were about 4 cents a day because they were based on newer hardware that was more efficient. So half the price, and even Genesis miners struggling. This is why cloud miners are going now, because some of them, their maintenance fees are just crazy, so they're already into the point where they're paying out negative or basic zero to customers. GAW miners have to pay you 1 satoshi because when they sold you a hashlet, they did promise you that it was always profitable. So basically 1 satoshi is kind of, well, being profitable. The Hashlet Genesis maintenance there, 5 gigahash, 0.01 a day, which equates to 0.02 a day for 10 gigahash, which is about the same as what Genesis mining pay for their SHA-256 contracts. At the moment on BTC, the Genesis Genesis Guild and Hash, 1145 satoshi per gigahash there. And then on the other side we have the Zen pool, the average payout 16,780, all the way down to the Hashlet bit with 15,000. So let's have a look at the payouts that we got today. Right then, so let's have a look at the payouts for today then for GAW miners and the Zen Hashlets. The Hashlet Genesis 15 gigahash contract, the payout was 17,160 with a fee of 15,433. Crikey, not much left there then. The Hashlet Zen 41,155 with a 41,154 payout, so I know exactly what that's going to be. Same with the Waffle Hashlet, 41,155 was the payout with 41,154 as the fee. Yep. Right then, as always, let's get the notepad out and let's compare all of the payouts together side by side. Right then, so here are the final payouts for day 125. The GAW miners, hang on a minute, that's not right. Hang on a sec, let me change something. Right, sorry about that. A little bit rusty. I'd put in the wrong figure on the Genesis mining one there. Yeah, the payout for the 10 gigahash Genesis mining contract today was 5,958. Compared with the GAW miners hashlet of 15 gigahash, and that was 1,727. Like I've said, the GAW miners SHA 256 hashlet payouts have just gone down crazily. I mean, it's just mad. The Genesis mining 1 mega hash contract today, the payout was 2 satoshis, and the Waffle Hashlet and the Zen Hashlet once again with 1. As you can see with this payout history, a lot of this you wouldn't have seen, but I have been keeping tabs on the payouts since the last video. But for example, just have a look at these prices. I mean, look at this column here, 1 satoshi going up for days and days and days. Day number 92 was the last time when actually the Zen Hashlet paid more than 1 satoshi out. And there was one amazing day when the Waffle Hashlet paid out 563 satoshi, but apart from that, as you can see, it's just all 1 satoshis. But here's an interesting fact for you. Here on day 120 was the day when Bitcoin was selling at around $270, $280, and the payout for that day was 8,128 satoshis. And then the next day, look at that, 6,800. And then it went down a little bit. BTC went down a little bit. As you can see, it's still crazy. Same thing with my 1 mega hash contract. You check these out. 3,161 was the payout I had for that day. And then suddenly the next day, whoosh, 10 satoshis. Then it went down to 1 satoshi. Then it went to 90. Crazy. Crazy, 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 all because of the fees, and also the Scrypt market is just crazy at the moment anyway. The prices of everything, difficulty shot up. Litecoin difficulty is going down now, but the price of Litecoin is not so good, and also it's linked to the price of BTC. All the altcoins are linked to BTC, so if BTC is going down in price, then, you know, for example, if you want to sell your Dogecoins to dollars, for example, if BTC is going down in price, your price of your Dogecoin is going to go down as well. Even if Dogecoin goes up 2 satoshis, it doesn't really make much difference. Yeah, look at this, for example. But look at these payouts for the Genesis Hashlet. I mean, I go back to day 100, for example. I mean, 15 gigahash was paying me 10,026 on day 100, and I was getting 9,402 with the 10 gigahash hashlet. And like I've said in the past, you know, considering that one had 10 gigahash and one had 15, the payouts weren't really a lot. And all of a sudden, the Genesis Hashlet payouts just got worse and worse and worse. You know, for example, day 110, you know, for example, that was lower. And then at that point, it just went downhill really fast. And I can't believe, for example, I mean, look at day 122, for example, 6,399 satoshi for the Genesis mining 10 gigahash contract, and only 1,640 for the 15 gigahash contract. Crazy. So I don't know what's going on with GAW miners and their SHA 256 contracts at the moment. They've really gone downhill. But Genesis mining, you've got to applaud them, because obviously they're trying their best, and you know, they're still just sort of, you know, especially not so good with Scrypt now, but then that's obviously not their fault. Anyway, come back again for the video for day number 126. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.